If you're a fan of watching TV, chances are you've at least heard of the show Criminal Minds. The hugely popular series premiered in 2005 and ran until 2020, launching many actors' careers and providing a stable home to many more. Since it's been a while since the series concluded, I bet you're wondering, where are the Criminal Minds cast now? Now, Criminal Minds wasn't off the air for that long, and actually was revived for a 16th season in 2022, with the added subtitle Evolution, just to make things a bit more confusing. Now, quite a few cast members from the original run returned, but I'm not here to talk about them. I want to talk about the actors who moved on from the show and have a look at what they've been up to. To start, Mandy Patinkin, who played Jason Gideon. Patinkin served as the original show lead on seasons 1 and 2, but left suddenly before season 3. He played Special Agent Jason Gideon, who retired from the BAU following the death of his girlfriend. Since leaving the show, Patinkin has acted in several films and went on to star as Saul Berenson on Homeland from 2011 to 2020. He also was a cast member on season 5 of The Good Fight. At the time he left Criminal Minds, Patinkin attributed his retreat to creative differences. 5 years later, Patinkin revealed the true cause of his early exit. He found acting in a show about murder and kidnapping was destructive to his soul and personality. This wasn't the first time Patinkin quit a show. Patinkin also abruptly abandoned his role in Chicago Hope in 1995 out of the desire to spend more time with his family. Now Patinkin has a bit of a history in Hollywood for being hard to work with. I don't know how much I believe that, to be honest. Patinkin also has a really solid career on Broadway, and although he hasn't appeared there for a while, he did perform on stage in several plays and musicals.
We got trouble right here in River City, right here in River City. Captain T that runs with peanuts.
So it seems like he definitely is a talented performer, which is maybe why he is able to be so difficult to work with. Next is another original cast member. Lola Glaudini left Criminal Minds after the second season, saying that the main reason she left was that she wasn't a big fan of living in LA, which is a bit of a problem if you don't want to be an actor. Since leaving, Glaudini has struggled to find consistent work on a long-running series, mainly appearing as a guest star in various shows such as Blue Bloods, Law & Order, Special Victims Unit, Person of Interest, Revenge, The Expanse, and Ray Donovan. One exception was in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., in which she made several appearances as Polly Hinton, the mother of the young and human Robin Hinton. It's a bit of a shame Glaudini couldn't find more work as a series regular, but I guess that's just the business. Next up, we have an actor who has done incredibly well for themselves finding consistent work. Shamar Moore, who played Derek Morgan. Moore was a regular for the first 11 seasons and a guest for the next 2. Fans were very unhappy with Moore's departure, but the actor said he was seeking more balance in his life in a 2016 interview. Moore has since starred on the CBS procedural SWAT as Sergeant Daniel Hondo Harrelson. He has also made a return to The Young and the Restless, the soap opera that launched his career and earned him an Emmy in 2000 for Outstanding Supporting Actor. Moore also regularly voices the DC Comics character Cyborg in the Justice League animated movies.
I am not letting you walk away from me again, Dad. We're having this out.
I'm trying to lock in on the signal now.
This thing is more important to you than your own son.
And even appeared in a minor role in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And he also became a new dad. Moore and his girlfriend welcomed their daughter in January 2023, so it seems like he is doing really well for himself. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for our next star, Thomas Gibson, who played Aaron Hutchner for the first 12 seasons of the show. Not only that, Gibson actually directed a few episodes as well, but it seems like it was his work behind the camera that landed him in trouble. Thomas was actually fired from the show after allegedly physically assaulting a writer-producer of the show. Gibson did apologize for this, claiming that the argument was due to creative differences about an episode he was directing. While Gibson downplays the incident, it wasn't his first strike, but it was later revealed that he had similar altercations in the past when directing for Dharma and Greg, having physically assaulted an assistant director, and had actually been forced to take anger management counseling. Sounds like it must have been a pretty bad day on set. Gibson had his contract terminated early, and his character was quickly written off the show. Gibson hasn't acted much since leaving Criminal Minds. In 2017, he appeared as a voice on the phone in Criminal Minds co-star Aisha Tyler's directorial debut, Axis.
Anything for my best customer. You
His next role was in 2019's direct-to-DVD film Shadow Wolves, where he played a military colonel obsessed with aggressively protecting America's borders. And next up, he'll be writing, directing, and starring in The Writer's Bible, about a struggling writer who moves to a remote Texas cabin to find inspiration, though things aren't exactly what they seem. Needless to say, Aaron Hotchner did not make a surprise appearance on the revival. Yikes. But now for something a little more uplifting. Daniel Henney appeared in several episodes as a guest star in season 10 and 12, before being promoted to a member of the main cast from season 13, 14, and 15. Now, even though Henney did not return as Matt Simmons for the show's revival, Henney has done incredibly well for himself by booking a leading role in the hit Amazon Prime Video series The Wheel of Time. Henney also has a pretty solid career in South Korea, so seems to be able to find work wherever he goes. That's good for him. Now, we couldn't talk about Criminal Minds without mentioning arguably the most popular character, Matthew Gray Gubler, as Dr. Spencer Reed. The socially awkward boy genius of the BAU was a major player from the premiere of the series, right down to the final episode. However, he elected not to return for the reboot. And while Gubler himself hasn't said much about the decision, and most of the cast has been tight-lipped, Paget Brewster shed some light on the situation. According to Brewster, Gubler went to school to become a director. Then, he booked his first ever audition, and it was Criminal Minds, where he spent the next 15 years, with little time to do anything else. Of course, Gubler did appear in many movies, including RV in 2006, 500 Days of Summer in 2009, Life After Beth in 2014, and Zoe in 2018. Also, he has voiced Simon in 4 Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. Brewster said she understands how he feels, wanting to do the thing he went to school for, but he hasn't got to direct all that much. He did serve as director for 12 episodes of Criminal Minds over the years, and also has directed music videos for bands like The Killers and Whirlwind Heat, so maybe we can look forward to him directing a feature film in the near future. Since leaving the series, he has appeared in more films, including Horse Girl alongside Alison Brie, Dollface with Kat Dennings, and King Knight. So it's nice to see that he hasn't completely given up on acting, but he may not be able to find the time, seeing as he definitely likes to keep himself busy, especially when you realize how much Gubler has been branching out since Criminal Minds ended. He wrote a children's book and is set to publish a second one. He's made and sold art and plushies based on the first children's book, and he even relaunched his fan-favorite website, Gooberland. It's kinda crazy that he is such a talented guy, although I guess he did play a child genius on Criminal Minds. Maybe it rubbed off on him. So, whether it's tanking your career, finding a new series to call home, spending more time with family, or pursuing other lifelong dreams, you now know where are the Criminal Minds cast now.